I think what needs to happen is when universities are beginning to design these environments, they need to bring all this expertise together. So not just the technologists who are going to actually build the systems, but also the pedagogical expertise, the learning science expertise. All that needs to come together in the design phase so that each informs the other, so that what the pedagogy wants to do is bounded by the realities of the technology, but that the technology is not dictating to the pedagogy what happens next. So I think that's the key, is get all these experts together so they really are collaborating around these new designs. Yes, I agree. I think in some ways the smartphone is sort of the model for us, whereby I can customize my own phone by downloading the applications I think are relevant to me. And so that's what we've heard in our research, that the most important single feature is that the faculty and students can add applications and content to their environments. They can really tailor it to what they need to accomplish, and it really enables them to get there.
Learning design is a fairly new field, and we have a number of learning designers that we've now hired at MIT, and this is a problem. You know, part of it is bringing new people into the environment. We need to communicate. They need to communicate with technologists, and they also need to communicate with teachers, faculty, and students. So it's a very difficult position because they have to be able to communicate at various levels, right? So I think, you know, it's important for learning designers to really be a champion for pedagogy. And they need to be the ones who can, I think, help. They need to be the ones who can help the faculty, take the faculty ideas and translate them into something that we can really develop. So we're trying to work more closely now with learning designers to help build that dialogue and to help build a vocabulary that we can all share to try to make sure that we have the right solution out the other end. Well, we have a number of them. So one that's really exciting is called Crosslinks. And so what Crosslinks does is it allows our faculty or students or even staff to begin to describe the educational model of MIT by defining concepts. And so anybody at MIT can actually go into Crosslinks and add content or add a new concept and draw a relationship with another concept. So the idea behind that is A, to try to organically develop a model of what MIT education is, but B, to provide a tool so that students can have better resources available to them to review concepts that they may have forgotten, or to begin to look at, you know, what I'm learning now and how will it come into play later on when I'm further along in my studies. So it's a very powerful tool, and we're very excited about supporting that.
Yes, there was a famous OECD report published recently in which such a statement was presented, or at least it was interpreted in that way. My personal interpretation of the report was slightly different. What they really say is not that the introduction of technology can be harmful for the quality of the learning, especially by young children. It's not exactly that. It's not exactly that it is disruptive for a good quality learning experience. What they say is that if you use technology without knowing how to use it in the proper way, it can actually be disruptive in that sense. So the conclusion of the report is not against the use of technology or the introduction of innovation, but on the opposite, it highlights the importance of using proper or at least advanced pedagogical models. Also be sure that the teachers are prepared, they have been trained to use the technology, they know how to use it, they know how to take the best out of that use. And so this is actually what should be the message here. The importance of experience, of course, but mainly the importance of research, the importance of the expertise and know-how in using technology for learning.